What if the myths we grew up with were not just symbolic stories but actually coded explanation of the universe? What if the cosmic battle between Goddess Durga and Mahishasura is also a model for the same principle physicists now study in electromagnetism, superconductivity and quantum mechanics? In this two-part series, we are going to explore how ancient philosophy, mythology and modern physics come together to tell one unified story about duality, equilibrium and creation itself. The myth begins with the birth of Mahishasura, a demon born of both buffalo and asura, who gained a boon from Brahma that no man or god could ever kill him. His arrogance grew as he conquered earth, oppressed humanity and even challenged the gods themselves. Desperate, the gods combined their power to create a single being of immense energy, Goddess Durga. From a blinding pillar of light she appears, armed with weapons given by each deity, Shiva's trident, Vishnu's chakra and sun's blinding rays. For 9 nights and 10 days she battled Mahishasura, who kept shifting forms from lion to elephant to man until finally, in his buffalo form, she struck him down with Vishnu's chakra. Victory of Durga was not only the triumph of God over evil, it was the triumph of equilibrium over chaos, of order over duality. The idea of balance over chaos finds its philosophical roots in the ancient Sankhya system. According to Sankhya, the universe is governed by 3 qualities or gunas: Satwa representing knowledge and equilibrium, Rajas representing motion and change, and Tamas representing inertia and resistance. Just as Durga emerged from the combined forces of the gods, physical reality emerges from the interplay of these 3 forces. In the language of physics, we find the same triad: positive and negative charges, attraction and repulsion, static and dynamic state. The story of creation itself in Sankhya is described as the interaction of 3 bodies, much like how physics explains orbits, rotations and planetary motion. When you step into world of science, we see the same principle reflected in electromagnetism. Faraday's law tells us that a changing magnetic field induces electric current, while Maxwell's equation unify electricity, magnetism and light into one grand framework. Just as the gods combine their energies to create Durga, these fields combine to form the reality we observe. We might even map the 3 gunas directly onto physics: Rajas as the dynamic electric field, Tamas as the binding magnetic field and Satwa as the equilibrium state that emerges from their interaction. The unification of forces that Maxwell described is nothing less than a modern retelling of the ancient idea of divine union. This duality is also visible in motion itself. Planetary orbits are not only circular but they are elliptical, a balance between static and dynamic states. The duality rising and setting of the sun, the phases of the moon and the rotation of earth all remind us of this balance between change and consistency. In mythology, Shiva represents the unchanging, Vishnu represents the changing, and Sadashiva represents superposition of both. Just as in physics, we often find superposition of states in equilibrium, duality and non-duality, interference and resonance, static and dynamics. They are not separate truths, but reflection of the same cosmic law. In part 1, we have seen how the story of Durga and the philosophy of Sankhya encode the principles of duality and equilibrium. Modern physics explains them through electromagnetism and orbital mechanism, while mythology explains them through gods and demons. In part 2, we will move into the cutting edge of science, quantum vortices, superconductivity, spin interaction and how modern condensed matter physics continues to echo these ancient truths.